Good morning everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope you're all doing really well. Today's video is going to be a big old painting vlog. I feel like it has been a long time since I've done any painting. I did have like a couple of weeks where I just painted non-stop, but that was probably back in like February time. I painted the kitchen, I painted the hallway, I painted the bathroom ceiling. Obviously I vlogged all of that, but yeah, we're gonna be painting the living room. So if you haven't seen our previous video, that is sort of like the plastering process. So we've had our living room plastered, it's dried out nicely. There is still a couple of patches, to be fair, but yeah, this is how the living room's looking. This is the only bit that's sort of patchy, so I'm just gonna leave that bit until last and hope that it's dried out a little bit more. I've got the windows open and it is meant to be literally like the hottest day of the year. I think it's not far off 30 degrees, or it's meant to be. It's not that hot yet, it's still quite early, but yeah, everywhere else is nice and dry. So yeah, the plan is for me to, I'm thinking I'm gonna do 2 mist coats, and that'll just give me quite a nice like white base, and then I'll probably do 1 more coat on the ceiling of just white, but like a proper coat, not a mist coat, and then that'll be like the ceiling done. The walls will have had 2 coats of like watered down white. I wasn't actually planning on, you can see our pizza box in the background there, that was from last night. Yeah, I wasn't actually planning on sort of doing our actual paint colour yet. I thought in my head that that would be one of the last things that we would do, because we've got like obviously bits to add to the ceiling, we've got the coving, we've got skirting board that needs to go on. So I just sort of thought that we would do all of that first, and then I would go in with our like final coat. I'm sure I've mentioned on here before and showed like mood boards and stuff. I'll pop a mood board on screen now, but we are going like dark in that room. We're doing dark green on the walls, which I've wanted to do for so long. I'm so excited. But yeah, I was just thinking yesterday that it might actually make sense for me to paint first, because then obviously we're adding coving and we're adding skirting board, so it just means that I have to do a lot less cutting in, which will take off loads of time. The cutting in is like the intricate bit that takes ages. So yeah, I feel like I might actually have to go over to B&Q, decide on a paint colour, because I have had one like in my mind for quite a long time, but obviously I've just been looking at like samples and looking online and stuff, and it's completely different to putting the colour on the walls. So I do have a sample of like an actual test pot of the colour. I did show it in my last video, but I'll show you again. So this is a Valspar colour, and this is called Dried Bay Leaf. So I tested these in our old house because I wanted to paint our old living room this colour, and then obviously we sold the house. So it needs a mix really. It is like a sort of greeny grey. It's definitely got more of a grey undertone, but the sofa that is going in that room is actually like grey. But yeah, this, I'm definitely going to test this on the walls, because this is the one that I've had my eye on for a while. I did have some other testers that I tried in our old house, and one of them was like a really dark green, but when I put it on the wall it literally just sort of looked black, which I do actually like the like black living room sort of vibe. But yeah, it was just, there wasn't any colour in it. It was just a bit of a like washed out, like really dark colour when I tested it. So I'll put that tester on once the mist coats are done, see what I'm thinking. If I need to get some more testers, I will. But yeah, I'm considering doing the green maybe tomorrow, and then we can start with the coving and stuff. I still haven't ordered the skirting board. I feel like I'm just putting that job off because I still don't know which one to go for. I'm just overthinking it. I'm just gonna have to choose one and go with it because it's just skirting board. But yeah, I do need to order that so we can get that on. Yeah, that's the plan basically. I've also got quite a lot of other areas in the house that I need to paint. We got these bits behind the radiators patched up, so there's one there, there's one over there, and then we've also got this wall in the downstairs toilet that I also need to mist coat. Louis has like hired this tool because he's been going on for ages about the garden, and I keep telling him to do something with it, but I don't know how well you can see that. He always says that he needs, like, our strimmer isn't good enough and that he needs a bit more of like a powerful strimmer sort of thing to like cut through it all, because obviously it's quite overgrown at this point. It is mainly just grass and weeds and stuff, but yeah, I've been reluctant to buy this tool that he's been going on about because I think it's like over £100, and I just feel like I don't know how necessary it is. But yeah, he's basically like rented this for, I don't know, 24 hours maybe, and I think it was like £30 odd, so not too bad. So he's going to be tackling the garden today while I am doing the painting. But yeah, hopefully by the end of the day we will have a nice white living room, and then possibly by the end of tomorrow it might be green. To be honest, the main thing that I'm excited about is getting the clothing on. I'm really excited to see that. So yeah, I'm going to crack on with my painting. For probably a good 3 hours at least. It's 1 o'clock now, probably longer than that actually, and this is how far I've got so far. So I'm just working my way along this wall. I have done around the window, but I'm not going to show you that because you can see right out the front of our house. But yeah, I've sort of done all of the cutting in bits. That's what's taken me the longest at the moment. God, I'm sweating. I haven't actually checked what the temperature is, but it's definitely like high 20s. Louis has been in the garden the whole time that I've been doing the painting, so this is how far he's got. He's got loads done so far, and then just this bit over here. But yeah, he's going to take like this stuff to the tip, and he's got loads of stuff like piled up over there. Obviously bags of all of the grass and weeds and everything that he's cut back. Yeah, the garden is just a bit of a nightmare at the moment to like maintain and just keep on top of. I think next year we'll probably potentially rotivate all of this and put some grass seed down and just see if we can get it half decent. This always happens when I do painting. I'm like dead excited to do it, and then you get so far in and it's literally just like the worst job in the world. So I was gonna do 2 mist coats, which I might still have to do because it is looking very patchy, but obviously it is a mist coat, so it doesn't really matter. Now that I've started, I'm just thinking if I can do 1 coat, that would be better, but I might just do 1 main coat and then see where any like patches are and stuff, and just see if I can go over just a few areas with the second coat. fully mist coated room, apart from the like chimney breast bit here. You can see a little bit there that's still wet, so I might just leave this maybe until tomorrow and just do like 2 coats. Well, no, probably not even 2 coats. I've only done 1 coat everywhere, but I think I'm just gonna leave it at that because I actually can't bring myself to do another mist coat. I've done a little swatch as well of the potential colour here. I feel like it's really difficult to get the right like look of this colour. Nelson. Hello, handsome. Hello, gorgeous boy. Nelson's sulking a little bit because we've both been busy all day and he's not had any attention. I'm sorry. Yeah, I feel like this is coming across quite a lot darker than it is on camera. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna go around the rest of the house now and do all of like the patching up that I need to do. Everywhere is an absolute mess. Louis out the back, he's done the back and the front with his little machine, so they're both looking a lot better. I've got this room to do in here, just this back wall, so I think I'm going to do that now because that's like the next biggest job. And then after that it's just these areas here, like behind the radiators, to patch up. Over there, a few bits on the ceiling, there's a few bits in our bedroom actually, and some bits in here as well. So yeah, so we're both done for the day. I've just had a shower, I'm feeling fresh. I haven't washed my hair though because I need to do another coat of the ceiling tomorrow, and I've got loads of like specks of paint in my hair, but I don't want to wash it tonight and then have to wash it again tomorrow night when I do the ceiling again tomorrow. So I've just left the hair for tonight. Louis in the shower at the moment. He has finished off out the back. Oh, ignore the dirty window, but that is what the back's looking like, and this is what the living room's looking like. So as I mentioned, I'm going to leave this like chimney breast wall just for overnight, so I'll do the mist coat tomorrow on there. But everywhere else is nice and white. Ceiling is done, but obviously this is just one mist coat, so I'm not going to do another mist coat. I'm just going to go straight in with a normal coat of paint on the ceiling tomorrow. Good morning everyone, it's now day 2 of decorating, painting. So today is the day, I think, that I'm going to be putting the actual colour on the walls, which I'm really nervous about. I feel like I'm having like second thoughts about the colour. I know that I definitely want to go for a dark green, but I just want it to be the right tone of green. I've done some more like swatches on the wall, so I'll go and show you those because I feel like it's drying very, very dark, and I do want it to be dark in there, but I don't want it to be too dark, and I also want it to be green, but I don't want it to be too green. But then I don't want it to have like a blue undertone. That's what I'm like nervous about. I feel like the colour that I have been thinking of going with all of this time, now that I've put it on the walls, I feel like it's a little bit sort of like grey blue undertone. I equally don't want it to be like emerald green. Quick change of battery. So yeah, it's currently Sunday, so B&Q doesn't actually open until 10 and it's about 8:30 now. So I'm gonna do the mist coat on the fireplace that I showed you yesterday, and then I'm also gonna do another coat of white on the ceiling. The ceiling's actually looking really good, so definitely just one more like normal coat of white will be fine. So yeah, I'm gonna get painting. I'm hoping that we can start, I want to start the coving as soon as possible basically, so if I can get this room painted today, it will probably take me most of the day to be honest, and then we'll obviously have to wait for the paint to properly dry. But yeah, I'm desperate to like get started with the carving and like the ceiling details and stuff like that in that room. Yeah, my body is aching. My hands are sore. I've got blisters. I don't know whether you can see. This is my blister on my finger, literally just from holding the paintbrush, so that's great. But yeah, I'm gonna get going with the coat of white now and then go over to B&Q, get what I need, get the paint, and hopefully by the end of today we should have a fully painted living room. Oh my god, we've picked the worst weekend to decorate. I don't even feel like it's that, well, it is hot outside. I think it's about 25 degrees maybe, but the sun comes in like the front of our house in the morning, so this living room is literally the hottest room in the house first thing in the morning, then the sun like moves to the back, so it's nice and cool like in the kitchen. I feel like I just need to stand here for like half an hour and just cool down. The ceiling is done. I'm praying that that's it, it just needs that one coat. I'm gonna obviously give it time to dry. It's probably not far off dry now, to be honest, but it's only taken me about an hour, but it's obviously just like, it's just horrible painting ceilings, but yeah, it's all done, looking good. So yeah, I'm just gonna let that dry, and I need to have a look, see if we've got any wood primer, because I've got all of the, we got like the wood trim, like the mouldings to add to the carving. I know I haven't showed you them yet. I'll show you them hopefully in this video. I don't know how long this video will be, but we should be hopefully working on the carving, like maybe not today, but during the week maybe, because I'm just desperate to see it done. But yeah, we've got like wooden mouldings, so I think I'm gonna prime all of them before we actually put them on the wall, and then I'll paint everything white when it's actually on the wall. So I need to see if we've got any wood primer before I go to B&Q, and if not, I can obviously just pick some up while I'm there. But yeah, I need 5 minutes to just relax my neck, have a drink, cool down a bit. I've got a load of washing to hang upstairs, and then yeah, head to B&Q. Right, I've got the goods. So I got a new roller thing, just because this one here is a little bit battered, to be honest, but obviously I'm gonna have to wash that one now, so it'll be wet. So I thought I'll just get a nice fresh one to do the green. Obviously it's a really dark colour, so this will probably not necessarily be ruined, but it'll be like stained green by the time I'm done. I also got just a little wood primer for like the mouldings that we got, so I'll do that maybe today, maybe tomorrow. That's probably a job that I can do after work. I might just do that in the garden and just paint all of the strips of moulding. And then I got 5 litres of the premium Valspar paint. So I had a look on the website, because I know that they do sort of like the more classic, like basic type of paint, which is cheaper, but that literally had like 2 stars out of 5. It had more bad reviews than it did good. The only option really was to go for the premium, which had, I think that had like about 4 stars. So I'm hoping for the best with this. I think it was about 50 quid, but yeah, I've had my eye on this colour for ages, so I sort of felt like I couldn't start changing my mind. But I am still feeling nervous. I feel like I've now all of a sudden got this fear that it looks blue instead of green, that it's like the undertone is blue. So I picked up another just like the little free sample card things that you can get from B&Q. You literally can't see these colours at all on this camera. I mean, they just look exactly the same. But I just feel like one, I don't know, I just feel like it looks a little bit blue. That literally just looks black on the camera. But yeah, it is what it is. I've bought this now, so let's get it on the walls.
Wake up, baby, all the stars are shining bright. Yeah, we should stay up so that we can look at them all night. Just keep holding me, don't let me go. Everything's so magic.
Guys, this colour is absolutely perfect. Ignore the fact that I'm out of breath. My hands are absolutely destroyed. But I've done around the window and just finished the chimney breast here. I've left these bits white because our like mantelpiece goes on there, but there'll be a little like strip showing on the inside, so I'm keeping those bits white. But yeah, what do you think, Louis?
Yeah, very nice. Come see the garden.
Too much paint in here.
Here's the garden. I'll see a picture of it before and after.
I've showed it before. What's he got over there?
Don't know.
He looks suspicious.
You know. Come here. Nelson, here. Right. Yeah, better than what it was.
Yep. Bit more of a garden. It's a shame it wasn't like this all summer.
All I need is you tonight. If I shut my eyes, keeping them closed, all the senses explodes. You and me under the sky. Let's stay up all night. Give our hearts a new beginning. When we fell in love, every second, every minute, we were high on life. Didn't waste our time, didn't sleep as much as now. Let's stay up all night.
So, painting is finished. It's now, I don't know what time it is. I think it's about 6:30 maybe. I've just been in the shower, washed my hair because it's now Sunday, so back at work tomorrow. But yeah, the room is finished. I've just seen a patch over here, which is really, really annoying, that I need to go back over, but I've just cleaned all of the stuff, so I'll have to do that another day. But yeah, this is how it's all looking. Obviously I haven't like cutting around the top and the bottom because we'll be adding the coving and the skirting board, so that's why I decided to paint now. So it was really took me a lot less time than it would have if I obviously had to like cut in right along the ceiling and along the skirting board. That would have been a bit of a nightmare. So Louis is going to put a bit of wood across like above the window, so like up here basically from this wall to this wall, and then we're going to attach the coving to the bit of wood, so it sort of creates like a little pocket, and the curtain pole will be hung like in between the wall and the bit of wood so that you can't see the curtain pole, if that makes any sense. But yeah, that's the next job for Louis to do, and then we can get on with doing the coving.